there are the ninja reporters again, Harjit and Frans.
Woo!
Yeah, we're back. It was quite a few days because we have some events. You were at
Yeah.
Build last week, Harjit.
Yes, I was at Bill last week and just got back, and yeah, so
And
hopefully things are slowing down right now when it comes to
yeah,
events.
and we have MMS Moa, I guess, and you both are have me there, I guess,
Yeah,
Oh yes, absolutely.
yeah, it was,
because we have Johan as a featured speaker for the. We have only one left, and so finally we have him. It takes some time, but yeah, Johan,
is
you're
that
coming
what we
to
do? We keep the best for last, right?
Exactly. Yeah, thank you.
definitely. That's always the case. Johan, you're coming to Switzerland.
Yeah.
For the ones who don't know who you are.
Well, my name is obviously Johan Arwidmark. I'm a technical fellow. I have two homes these days. I work part-time for a company called Toolpoint Software, and I work part-time for a company called Mirolus that very few people have heard of, but it's a company behind Deployment Artist, Deployment Research, and the Monster Online Academy. So I'm busy, but I've been a consultant for 30 some years,
Yeah.
doing systems management mainly, but a lot of focus on imaging as well. And started with that just around college time, and been doing it since.
Yeah, yeah, no, you're pretty busy, and what I'm gonna say is that even though you are super busy, you got these businesses to run and your day job, you still contribute a lot to the community, which is really, really helpful and a relief.
Yeah, but what always amazes me, and thank you by the way, that the community around like Intune, Config Manager, and
Mhm.
security related areas and Entra, it blows my mind how helpful people are, how willing people are to basically sacrifice often their spare time to help
Yeah,
out others. So to me, contributing is everything. The chance of giving back.
yeah,
Um,
absolutely,
it's
and
nice.
also you do your weekly office hours.
Yeah.
That's also contributing directly to the community because you are trying to gather questions and say, "What's your question? Let me show you how to fix it, how to do it."
We wanted to have a combination. So we do this at 4:30 p.m. Central Time. So even that, we actually have a few people in Europe also attending from time to time, even though it's close to midnight. But it's maybe 15, 20 minutes with just sharing updates from the world, from our industry. And then we open up for like Q&A. And
Mhm.
uh, I've been doing that
Fantastic.
for a year and a half now. It's fun.
That's fun.
And besides the things that you already doing, you have some time left to visit us in Switzerland for the Workplace Ninja Summit. So are you
Yes, indeed.
coming? You're doing some content. You deliver some content. What are the things you want to deliver to the people who are attending?
Well, for me, it's always been finding practical use cases of the systems management stack that are out there. So for WPNinja, it's going to be focused on Intune and a bit of Windows Autopilot into that mix. So very excited for the conference.
Windows Autopilot. Okay. Yes, there was a blog that just came out recently. There's a new version of Autopilot, and so that'll be exciting to see what you showcase there. What would
Um,
you like to have attendees and take away from your sessions? Because and conversations that you're gonna have over there. What do you want them to walk away from?
but to me, it's I like hands-on things like demos and real
Mhm.
world notes or notes from the field, whatever you will call them. So basically having something in their pocket that they can apply in their organization, or at least trying out in a lab. And that's my goal.
Yeah, and I can't quote you perfectly, but every time I see you at a conference or doing a session, you always have this thing when you start your session. You'll say, We love questions. Please ask your questions.
But it's so true. It's absolutely yes.
Yeah.
But I think if you deliver content that people need, questions, that is what they really need. And if there are questions and you can answer them, that's probably the best content that users want.
Yeah. And knowing Johan for many years, and he's right. Your deliveries are always very heavy demo driven sessions, which is really hands on. And like, I mean, people need to see how it's done, right? Like, instead of just PowerPoint presentations and things like that. I remember, years ago when I was selected to be a speaker at Ignite and stuff, and I reached out to you. I'm like, oh my God, Johan, I'm actually, kind of nervous. I got this session. It's a 20-minute session. What do I do? And, I'm trying to prepare. And you said, just have 2 slides, your intro and your agenda, and done. The rest of it is demos. And I used it. I did that. So thank you.
To me, an hour-long session is maybe 10, 15 slides, of which at least half of them says demo. So I like that concept. I mean, one session that I will present at WPNinja is also about not just the autopilot one, but the other one is about upgrading to Windows 11. And I did a similar session with Mike Terrell at MOS in Minneapolis just 2 weeks ago. And we were blown away how many people that barely haven't started that journey.
It is mind-blowing. Yeah.
We had to do a repeat session because it was a popular session, but we had well over 200 people in the room each time. And we asked how many were done to like 75%. 2 people raised their hand.
Oh.
We asked how many are done more than 50%, maybe 6, 7 people, and maybe double that for 25%. And that means that the majority of the folks in that room, they were just getting started. And it's end of life in a year.
Yes.
Windows 10 is end of life a year, not Windows 11.
No.
So no, that'll be a good session because there are so many different ways you can achieve it. But there are also a lot of gotchas and things you absolutely need to know. And that's what I'm hoping to.
And the content is useful because the content is useful because people need it. They need to start, definitely, even if Windows 10 will be in the end of life next year. So a lot of things to do.
I mean, I'm technically sure you can buy extended support, but it's fairly costly.
That costs you money.
Yeah, you can almost buy a new machine for that kind of money, almost.
Yeah, I think it's just the understanding of like, hey, this is the future. This is what it is. Get on the train, right? This is how you deploy and manage it or provision it and stuff like that. And here's all the cool bells and whistles that come with it. I think you're doing a great service there, my friend.
Last question from my side.
You can add Copilot on top of that, right?
Definitely.
The announcement that was done last week, not just the hardware that is coming out, but also all the changes in 24H2 Windows 11, mind-blowing.
Yeah.
The ability to run local learning models on your own device, super powerful devices.
Yes. Super powerful. It's mind-blowing. It's absolutely amazing. I tend to highlight a lot of the accessibility, features within Windows 11 as well, which are, a lot of people don't realize that they're there. Like when you're using dark mode, that's an accessibility feature technically. Things like that. There's so many that you don't, people don't have to be disabled to use these tools. It's for everybody, right?
It was like the live translation has been available and making now improvements also because of the use of AI. I was like, okay, that's really helpful.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You've been to Switzerland, right?
Oh yes, I've been there many times.
Okay, so what are you looking forward to? What about Lucerne? Have you gone to Lucerne?
I have, but it was a while ago. I've been to Zurich more times than I can count. But what's the name of the street? Bahnhofstrasse, that goes just down from the train station.
Yeah.
Where you can
No,
go and
wait.
buy these like basically plates of chocolate from the different stores. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to bring a few of those home.
So
That's-
I think you're not the only one that needs to buy some chocolate from over there. That's one of the best things from Switzerland, I guess.
You guys are good at that. I
Yeah.
give you.
So
it's funny when I was there. Here in the U.S., people go into convenience stores and whatever, and they go buy bags of chips and then walk away, right? And a soda. Over there, I was watching like I was going into a co-op to buy chocolates to bring home, and people just go in, grab a bar of chocolate, and walk out, right? It's like, oh, that's what you guys do here. It's the chocolate thing, and we do chips over the other side.
Yep.
So thank you for joining us, Johan, for this short recording. We
course.
definitely need some chocolate. Probably we can organize that, and maybe for some attendees or otherwise, you will get some from us.
Yeah.
So thanks
I
for
would
joining.
appreciate that. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
And if anyone who's watching this episode here, when you find Johan in Lucerne at Ninja Summit, make sure you talk to him. He is so good, so nice, approachable. You will learn a lot from him. Johan, thanks a lot. Cheers.
Thank you guys. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.